Well, good thing for those wipers in the upright position. It'll help find the car while I'm Cheap Charlie. And here's some of the advantages of having a cheap car. You can forget about it. Come back to it a couple months later and find it like so. No big deal. Well, thanks for watching this video. Enjoy. Cheers. Well, just a bit of a snow pile. Oh, there's the front end just peeking out. Well, now we have to do a little bit of excavating or mining, and we'll find the rest of the car. If we bump it, no big deal. Well, we got some heavy artillery. We're gonna clean out the snow and find the car that accidentally got buried in snow. Who knew? You're supposed to not put snow by vehicles. No car found. Let's keep going. We don't get paid overtime. That was a good hit. We put some cracks in the snow pile. Let's see if our efforts are going to pay off if we find that car. Oh, look at that. There it is. There's hope yet. So far it's in one piece. Shove so we make sure we get a good bucket full. There we go. Now we can get at the driver's door. We'll see if it wants to start. Well, let's see if we can get the door open. Perfect. Oh, look at that. It's warmed right up. Little car just wants to go. Well, we'll let it warm up for a couple minutes, then we'll get it out of there. Yeah, we'll be all right. Keep her nice and close. We'll get rid of that pile of snow so we can get the car out of there. Well, so far it still has a mirror. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Not bad for my first day. I'll read that owner's manual later. Yeah, no real ripples. She's good. She's factory metal. Well, let's get her done. Look at that. Still factory metal there left. Awesome. for anybody that's worried, those are factory rub rails, so don't worry. Look at this car. Perfect. Factory steel, just like it rolled off the assembly line. And once again, for anybody that's worried, factory rub rails. That's what they're there for. Not door dings. Factory rub rail for when you're cleaning snow or anything else you want to make them for. That we'll get rid of. It's ready to unload. Well, let's find a porthole so we can drive 1,000 kilometers on a road trip. Just joking. Well, let's see if we can get this hot rod out. Well, that sucks. That fell off the back. I was hoping to show you my secret unloading method of large snowbanks on the back of your car, but I failed. Failed you all, I'm sorry. Something like that. Well, you can use a snow brush. That's kind of old-fashioned. Sometimes. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Didn't even hurt the factory paint again. Well, now we just gotta shove it off that way the last little bit. Well, there's a little bit there. That's all right. We'll get it with the old-fashioned brush. Well, it's nice to give cheap car a job once in a while, earn its keep, feel appreciated. Came off. The chain. Just got to get a couple more 1,000 RPMs out of the motor and I think she'll pull it. Go ahead a little. Well, I guess we should have maybe shoveled the snow beforehand, but hey, that's another little job for the car. Clean the snow at the same time. Oops, it came off. We'll turn on the heat just to keep things as cool as we can, as we're going to need all the horsepower, all 120 that this thing's got, or whatever. I'm not sure on the specs, but we'll get her. Well, it's getting tight to that sign, so we gotta angle it a little bit that way. We'll get it. Oh, we're getting it. Just a little stump there, but not a big one. Go. Well, another job well done. We'll choose that path. That's way up there. Gotta fix that. We'll get there. Roll forward a little bit. R for racing. Little nature hike. Well, we'll test out the durability of the back window. At least you know the ladder's not going to slide. Works for me. For a minute or two. So you got this big old pine tree right here. It'd be really tough to get a man lift in here. And then there's another big pine tree here too. So it's a tough spot to get into. So if you got one of those big fancy man lifts, that cost you a lot of money. And it's really a small job. But I figured I'd start nice and early in the morning while it's cool and beat the heat. So there you go. The life of a beater. So the ladder that was here, it's about 3 feet too short, so I can get this done. So I thought I'd improvise and use the beater. So lots of uses for a beater. Somebody might be bent out of shape. Oh well, I'll get over it. Yep, don't worry about those branches. That's called multitasking. Pruning the tree, trimming it. No big deal. As some folks say, we screwed down the ladder to the trunk bonnet or deck lid, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, that way the ladder didn't kick out, so we did keep safety in mind. And we got some birch, some more festive logging. Well, we got to go back. We got to go find the Tim Hortons. We'll find one eventually. Got to get through this bush and we'll find a Timmy's eventually.